In this video, I react to a recent Gartner symposium conference that they conducted. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, that deals with business. Why are we talking about that here on a channel that deals with academia? Well, the big thing is that it's not mutually exclusive. Us in academia need to be looking at what business is doing because we are, in essence, helping to prepare future generations to work for business, to be part of society. So again, I don't want to get into the argument of, the university just makes people to work. No, the university prepares people for different specialities, but business aspects, the skills that are out there that our students need, we need to understand those things. So by going to Gartner and to looking and seeing what they're doing and what they're talking about, that really helps us in academia. So that's something that we should be doing on an ongoing basis. Having said that, I want to react to some really powerful things that came out of that symposium. I would strongly recommend that you go and watch the full video. There are multiple videos out there, but I'll put a link in the description and I'll put a link in here too, just to go through and look at all of the innovations and all of their predictions for the future. So this, again, is focused, I cut it up so that it's just the AI part that we're interested in. So I'm going to play that video for you, and then I'm going to react to some of the things and revelations that they make.
But the reality is that we have to take into account generative AI in everything we do, because it's a powerful, transformative technology today. And over the next 5 years, it could reach revolutionary scale, which is hard to do. Few things ever meet that bar of revolutionizing the world. Most of them are down at the bottom, enhancing markets, where you add some new feature to a market. Put a catalytic converter on a car, that's enhancing a market. You might extend the market by adding new capabilities. You might add hybrid cars to your fleet. You might transform the market and go for full electric cars, or reinvent the market and start thinking about shared riding instead of ownership of cars. But revolutionizing the world would mean we're all flying around with jetpacks. We were promised jetpacks when I was a kid. Why don't we have them yet? Oh, well, we have these things that rise up the scale, and we're going to talk about where these things are now and where they will be. Now, disruption, as I said, is fundamental shift and fundamental change, not just fad. Generative AI is different from all other previous innovations we've ever seen. And yes, I did say all other innovations. The reason why is because it is something that for the first time in human existence could change the nature of what it means to be human. Now, that sounds like hyperbole. It may be. It's philosophical, absolutely. Because I'm not worried about whether it's going to replace human beings. What I'm worried about is what it will do to us right now that we are not prepared for. I'm worried about how it changes our ability to produce products and services and be competitive in our own markets. If we can't figure that out, we're in real trouble. People tell me all the time, businesses want to know about generative AI, but the use cases are still not understood. The risks are still not understood, because if you don't figure that out quickly, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. So generative AI can set goals. It can follow those goals and figure out how to solve for those goals without you telling it what to do. It is different in terms of cost. It's very expensive to run. It's different in terms of learning. It can learn as it goes. And it is different in terms of scale across everything we do and the scope of everything we do. So it's different than anything else that's come along. So 7 disruptions. Here's where they are today in 2023. Here's where we expect them in 2028. The first time that we've had some reach the revolutionize in the 10 years that we've done this presentation. And really, you have to become something important. You have to become the evangelist for self-disruption. Disrupt yourself before someone else does it to you. Why? Because evangelism draws crowds. Crowds can be inspired. Inspiration leads to belief. Belief connotes faith. And with faith, we can work miracles.
Wow, that's some really powerful stuff. So the thing to think about is that, look at all the stuff that AI can do right now. It's definitely transformative. But in just a few short iterations, it talks about, coming up to 2028. But even before then, I fully believe it's going to be fully revolutionary with its capabilities and how it's going to affect society, especially academia. So we definitely need to be on top of this. We need to continually be looking at what's going on in business, in the outside markets, and then bring that in to academia so that we can properly develop our students. So I really want to push this idea of we have to prepare. We really have to prepare. Please share this video with administrative people so that they can see, well, this is what Gartner is saying right now. This is what's coming. Because the thing is that academia is not prepared at all right now, at all. It's going at such a slow pace to try and make these changes and these improvements. AI literacy, that needs to be part of the curriculum last semester, but it's not. And most places, they haven't even started to talk about AI literacy. Instructors still aren't getting properly trained. So we really need to make this push. I really liked what he said towards the end there, the speaker, when he said that we can work miracles. We can work miracles, but we have to keep pushing. We have to keep evangelizing. You know, my book here, dealing with the AI literacy imperative, it's specifically talking about the imperative, like this needs to happen now. It's not just me saying this. This is coming from UN reports, from European Union, from the United States, talking about how this is a matter of national security for everyone to have AI literacy, to develop these capabilities and these skills in order to not be so prone to scams and deep fakes, but also to be able to access information, to be able to be effective in the workplace, and to be able to properly compete with other nations, with other businesses. So this is something that really is an imperative and really is something that we all have to work on. And together we can succeed. Together we can help academia move forward, move faster in order to really address this issue. And remember, learning is for life.